think we've got the technical issues dealt with. Sorry about the start. Just checking a few things before I get going here. Hey, working here, working here. Right. Working okay. Close that. I've seen. Let me roll. Yay, we're not skipping anymore. So apparently it was software issues with the Elgato frame settings. Of course. No. Why did you switch? There we go. The battle never ends to solve these weird issues. Audio check. Here we go. Too loud? Mic check, mic check. Okay. Man. So much work. Okay. We just lost time because I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. So first things first, let's get people harvesting the immediate wood. We need the stone. We're going to clear out a lot of this stuff. Need to get our first food production down. Set him up right over here because it makes sense to me. I'm going to deal with those wolves. Those wolves will cause us all sorts of problems if we take care of it. Chop, chop, chop all day long. Chop, chop, chop while I sing this song. Chop, chop, chop to make it shine. Chop up the various woods with axes and stuff. Okay. Not gonna lie, that was mildly frustrating there for a few minutes. Trying to figure out why it wasn't working, but we figured it out. We had to get a green screen because apparently using the OBS software with the green screen stuff just ain't gonna cut it. So what you gonna do, right? Okay. We'll find a way. Those are getting built. We're gonna need our first him there. Yes, I am aware we are critically low on firewood. That didn't take long. We are got to get that dealt with. As soon as that's built, the hunter's first task is going to be to get rid of these wolves. Need to start bringing in a steady form of food supply. But we can keep an eye on that wolf. I see him down there. Look at him. Trying to be sneaky. You, sir, are not sneaky. You're like my cats. Not sneaky. Sir, sneaky. But the ultimate goal early on in the harder difficulties is to get yourself stable. Let's let her heal a little bit. Get her supply she needs. Housing needs to get going. Shelter stocking and healing is important. It'll take a few minutes. Get them cranking over here on all this stuff. Turn some meat, and then also need to get a smoker established. Got some firewood cranking out. Set our first quota on the 100 and 75.
Aye, on it.
That was loud.
Of course.
That was a horrible start to the situation. Nothing like having to build an early graveyard.
Need something? Of course.
Be a little more careful this time. Oh dear. Oh dingle, oh dingle, oh dingle. Well, things are going fantastic. All right, all of you go and kill that one.
On it.
Now go kill that wolf den, please. Things that are suboptimal. The way I just started that, I'm almost tempted to start over. It's so bad, but we're going to take the hits. We will take the hits. We goofed up. Y'all can live your lives now. So we'll get through. We're short a couple people. Someone is bleeding out, and that's horrible. Nothing I can do about it. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 people, I think. 3 or 4 people. Yeah, 4 people. Ugh. It's painful. I mean, we'll get more immigration, but that is a painful way to start the game. Somebody else and somebody else. Yeah, we got dead bodies everywhere. Gotta build a graveyard. Gonna remove that as a target. Need wood right now. More than we need stone. We got plenty of time. Yeah, it's a frustrating start. Yeah, that's your Hydro. You are correct. Bad starts sometimes make the best towns and villages. And, you know, we're going to make the best of it. Thank you for joining, by the way. Appreciate it. Sorry it took me a second to see your chat. I was over-focused on my screen there trying to figure out what was going on. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, Tetra. Yep, we're going to make the best out of the bad start. We need to get that wolf den cleared. We got it cleared. We just went through a few more villagers than I wanted to because I didn't handle it the best, but that's okay. We learn from our mistakes and we do better this next time. Get our houses up. Get a well up. Prioritize these things. Get us going in there. Oh, I should have waited for that 100. That's all right. Ooh. We play the waiting game for a minute, and we see we get going and get stabilized. Lost a lot of people, but we still have laborers. At least got a hunter. Got a forager up. Got 2 or 3 houses up. We are off to a decent start. Just ignore the skulls. Ignore the skulls. They're not really there. All right, I got something real fast. Go. All right, back to the grind. The last house is almost done. Got firewood. Tell you what, we're going to go ahead and temporarily pull our fire cutter off because we've got a decent amount of firewood. Just a little extra labor. Get the well up, get the house finished, and then we can get these items finished. That's the next priorities. Then we'll get some more houses built. Okay. Just gotta remember to watch our firewood totals. I got the guy temporarily off the firewood just to give myself a chance to catch up on everything. We got wood marked. We're getting close to fall. Get that built and get that built. Yeah, we got a villager back. You're ready for immigration, right? Ban. Back in play. Yes, I know you want to come and live in our wonderful little town of dead people, but you have to wait until I can get a few things built and put together here. All right, that should be the amount of stone to start us. No, seriously, stop cutting stone. Cut wood. Darn you. We need wood. Fell the forest. Don't upset the ants. Don't like it when you chop down forest. Food preservation is huge. Need to get that guy going. And we'll be alright for the first winter, hopefully, if I can get some of this. We have a fishing spot over there. That will help. Be a neighbor, huh? Well, you come over here and get that goodies. Have some more food. Let's see. Oh, probably a problem. Hold on. Oops, nope. There. Perfect, but it's better. Or is that going to shine in my glasses too much? Yeah. Okay. Now we're rolling. We got the them up. A little infrastructure place. You're low on laborers right now. But I knew that would be the case when I'm building roads and lost somebody early on. All right, we need to get storage built so we can get cracking on getting our supplies in order. No way around it. It's just going to be a challenging little bit of a start to us. But we'll get there. Extreme cold temperatures. Don't freeze, people. Just get in your houses. It'll pass. Comes the snow. New villager immigrated. Thank you. Got 10 capable of working and an infant. Not the best, but not the worst. Put our first point into increased knowledge generation. That will help out early a great deal. I do have a salvage site, which will help as well. Little goody hut there. Right now, I just want to get everybody through the winter. Hopefully avoid any more losses. Let's go ahead and just speed up through this winter. Well down. Deadly cold temperatures. Those would go away, it'd be awesome. We're at a standstill waiting for villagers to be able to go outside again. If there's anything else to get. Here we go. Finally, they can come back out. Start chopping down the forest. Alright, we got houses built. We've got a little bit of a food stock built up. I'm going to set this to 60 just for the time being. Because I need every bit of people out here working I can get to help me out. Year number 2, we made it, despite that crazy start when the wolves decided to try to turn my city into a bistro. Start over there, 2 fishing spots, so that's good. We will take advantage of those as we get ourselves stable. Saw pit's going to have to go up pretty quick because we're going to need to get Fletcher and other stuff in order to ensure that we don't run into issues. Can always move it later. I'm also not too worried about having a sand pit there with it. That down. We are going to get another, what I view as very important. One of these. And a storehouse set up. As well. We got some new immigrants. Nice. We got a little bit of knowledge. So let's think for a second. Tree felling speed could be very useful as we catch up early on. I'm going to go with that. That way we can try to get our wood. Let's go ahead and bring them in. Nice. All right. So let's give people a chance to do some work. Go ahead. Berries. Bushes. These trees on the menu, people can work on those as they have time. Yes, I know a bustling market would be great, but we're a little bit ahead of ourselves there. Go and put that on the menu. Chopping wood, we're building. All right, I think we've settled down just a little bit. Awesome. We made back the people we lost. They'll never be forgotten. But you know, sometimes you got to make that sacrifice. Okay. So that should allow us to get ahead on the wood. Let's bump this back up. We're going to go through firewood much quicker now. Again, stockpiling boards. Got 12 laborers. Let's get a fisherman down as well. Start fishing. Those goodies could be goodied. It's that angle just a little bit. All right. We are already getting low in arrows, which I knew would happen very quickly. So we are going to have to be proactive on that. To do that, we are going to go ahead need to build on top of those, but edge of those. I tend to micromanage my foragers pretty aggressively early on. I feel like it's worth it. Try to avoid issues with them sitting idle too much. And as always in these streams, I'm open to constructive backseat gaming. If you see things I'm doing or have tips or ideas, if you played this before, free to share. I'm going to get upset. I always love help and advice and ideas. I played this a lot, but there's always things you can learn about these games. You can always get better at them. I'm always open to ideas and suggestions. All right. Now we just need wood. There's nothing to do for that except just let them cook. I got some of that. I got a decent little amount of skins built up. Laborers. Let's get. I built a forager shack. Oh my goodness! All right. Let's relocate that building over here. I can't believe I put that down instead of a fisherman. What a dupe! What a dupe! But we'll keep it. We can always shut it down later if we want to. Put in the fisherman. Is he fishing? Nope. What am I keep doing? I keep clicking the wrong one. There we go. Showing off my mad gaming skills here. Some mushrooms and stuff over there to grab. Almost got the Fletcher ready to go. What do we get? There's mushrooms. Let them see what they can scour around over there. We're going to need another hunter sooner rather than later, too. All right. Well, so far so good. Fisherman's almost ready to go. Get them set up, which we have. They're harvesting. They're foraging. Nice bit of security with that mountain there. Could help. In a few years when the inevitable chaos begins. Ooh, herbs. Nice. Almost there on planks. Stocking, and now they got fishing. A nice little stone supply. All right, Fletcher's up. For now, the minimum quota is going to be 50, minimum of 35. 2 and 4. And we'll definitely double up on the arrows. And we got some more knowledge. We need to start farming sooner rather than later. Make the smoker's job a little easier. Laborers. Okay. Early start has settled down. Nuts are in season, get those. Oh, yeah, your travel time's long because I can't help it. You gotta travel. Sorry for your pain and suffering, but can't help it. I really think we need to get another hunter up. All right. It should keep us good shape. Huge amount of nuts. Let's shift over here. See what we can find. We need to build more houses soon. All right, our arrow supply is in a little better shape. We do need some more bows. All right, no food in the wagon. No food in the storehouse. It needs to all go here. New villager born. Welcome to the world. What a world it is. There's got to be a bow laying around. That sounds morbid. There's got to be a bow laying around somewhere, but maybe not. Right, we're going to temporarily shut down that hunter. Get a second person in the Fletcher's building. Get those arrows. We can go 1-to-1 on bows. Let's get some bows built. Get ourselves in a little better shape. I'll add the hunter. We're doing okay on food. We're not blowing the doors down, but we're not in any way suffering. We're dealing with shortages, which is good, because I had enough people die early on. Come over here, see what we got. Nice. Ooh, farming land. Nice. We'll definitely go sort of sprawling around this way and out this way with housing. Farming will start primarily over here. All right, we got a bow. So let's fire up the hunter shack. Take one person out. Back to that. Let them get their supplies. Greens, that's fine. All right, they got a bow. Up their hunting space. And as we go into the second winter, we are in decent shape. We'll start making jackets here in a minute, coats. And then we're getting closer to being able to put up our first market. We both start earning income. And put that down. Knowledge. Increase our resource gathering. Our foragers, that will help. Start out. Let's put a base quota on coats first. Until I have a better stockpile of pelts, which will come with a little bit of time. And our first hunter is going strong. Second hunter's getting set up. There's still resources to be had. Okay. Still berries to be harvested. We'll let that do its thing. Next immigration wave, I want to get farming started. Since that takes so long to get really good and settled. Oh, cold front. Let's get through the winter. Uh-oh. Another kiddo. Four little ones. Heck of a time to get born, right in the middle of a snowstorm. Heck of a time to get born. I feel like we've got a decent amount of resources around to get us going. Could keep us out of trouble early. Got some more knowledge. Still too cold to go outside. Wow. A long cold snap. Crazy long. Here we go, finally. The weather broke. And we can get back to it. Now the waiting game. You haven't hit the climate change levels of population yet. No, we haven't. Believe me, it was 80 something degrees here on Christmas Day. So I know all about that feeling. Could have used a little bit of warmer winter weather there for a few minutes in this game, but you are right. We haven't hit that point. Haven't got the industries flowing yet. All right, market is getting closer to being done. That should get us another influx of people. Will be important. Start making shoes here very soon. We're probably going to start scaling our food production a little more too. Rate's fine. There's a lot of fish. Turn that down. Hopefully they can avoid setting fire to anything. Not going to build the field yet. I just want to know where I'm going to have it to start. All right, market's up. Nice. I want raw food in the market. I had no idea if they fixed that AI, but in the past, villagers have had trouble with dealing with raw food. So, to be safe, we want everything going to the smokehouse. Buddies, circle, good, good. Have you over here get the stuff. Still got plenty of trees allocated for cuts. Hey, here comes our people moving in. A little slow in the coats, but that will help speed up here in a little bit. Well, of course we're going to accept them. Crazy. We'll need more houses, but we can handle that. It's a good problem to have. Go we can get another hunter going, get another house going. Put us that back up to 13 laborers. Feeling a little better on that front. We're losing stuff to spoilage, but early on, that's fine. Greens, nuts, mushrooms, whatever. I'm not too worried about that stuff going bad. Rather just be in the habit of overproducing food than struggling to produce early on. Okay, we got houses for everybody. Our wood supply down just a little bit, so we need to get that, let that get healthy again. Cobbler is going to be next, I feel. Yeah, cobbler next. Chipping away at that. I think we've got enough people to where I want to let people salvage that. Let's see what we can get out of that. Maybe some clothes and other things to give us a little bit of a buffer before we eventually add a trader. Increase our firewood quota, make sure we have give them some help to catch up. Still in good shape on laborers. Let's see, we got knowledge book, some coats, arrows, some shoes, a little bit of gold. Nothing too crazy. The tools are nice. Tools are very nice to get. I was sort of hoping for some clothes, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So we're going to take what we get, make the best of it. Ooh, another salvage site. Take advantage of that. We need to shift our hunter a little bit.
Okay, then.
There's a boar. Of course. There we go again. Silly man.
Hello there.
We need to go deal with this boar. How far? Targeted on the boar. That boar just went running away, didn't it? There's a raider camp. That's good to know. Oh, don't gather that carcass. You're going to get shot. Yes, please. Go get that carcass. I'm going to change our hunting area to this. Get away from that raid camp. All right. We got shoes going. Sure, go after that boar. Chase it across the world. And scout in the process, so that's good. Yay. All right, shoe quotas. Just to start, keep it tight. No reason to go crazy. We got those shoes are in. Go back to one fire cutter for the moment, I think, and be safe. Okay. We're in good shape. Cut some more planks because that's going to be the key to the next bit of growth we're going to want to do. We are going to want to put a basket shop in here. Too long, but I'm not going to build it just yet. We've got dysentery.
I?
Oh, one of our hunters. All right. You go get better. I'll let someone else hunt. Let's try to get you healed. Get those mushrooms. That stuff. Nuts. That'll be useful. Those nuts. Not other nuts. Those. Not these. Those. Bad joke. Joke. That's okay. There's going to be more than a fair share of bad jokes on this channel. I'm a dad, after all. Dad jokes. I have my certified dad joke card. Oops. Tree. All right, we're cruising. I'll get that cleared. Spot for our basket shop is making some gold income. Oh, we got a bunch of knowledge. Let's definitely do this. We got a little time on that. This one's useful. Like that one. That one we'll want a little later. Yeah. Health. Now we can see a little farther. Which is never a bad thing.
Hmm?
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Over there, get that stuff. Fruit this. Alright, he's butchering. Over the hill. Got a new villager immigrated. Nice. A little bit more laborers now. I think with that we can get the basket shop fired up. And that's going to pretty much... Well, we got to build our compost yard still. That's going to get us pretty close to getting ready for tier 2. All the goodies we got from that salvage site. But we're in no hurry. Baskets will make this a little more efficient. Two basket makers for a little while. Let's get a start because we got, yeah, a fair amount of material, so we should be good. Everybody's cleaning out that site for us. Thank you. Pelt supplies in decent shape. Not overflowing with pelts. We're not suffering either. By any stretch of the imagination. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to follow the channel. It helps us out immensely as we get started and get settled. I do have Instagram, I do have Blue Sky, and you have a Discord as well. If you're ever interested in joining any of those, everyone is welcome. Labor is hard at work bringing in all the goodies. I think they got it all. Nope, there's still a little stone, and more stone. Okay, well that's fine. We'll use it. We have what I feel like is a healthy-ish food supply. Got workers. Getting a plank supply built up. Gonna put an initial level on that. Nuts. Berries available. Shift. And just some of these berries. Just for variety on the diet until I get a farming going. knowledge. We're going to save that point for now. Yep. We go with the cold again. Sit here and freeze for a minute. Do freezing, we're freezing, we're freezing. 'Cause it's cold outside. Blustery weather. We need some of Tetra's climate change here. Warm us up so we can get back to work. There we go. Just in time. Roads are built. Alright, I think... How many coats do we have? Got a lot of coats. 31 coats. So I think... Let's go ahead and change that to 30. 20. We have gotten... That's a big influx of coats from... Shoes are at 15, so let's go ahead and just bump that up to 15 and 10. Where our current stock levels are at. We don't actually have any baskets, but that's because we're making them. It's not a bad thing. We are going to need to collect a good amount of basket weaving materials here. Started. So that's where our foragers will get cranking when the weather breaks. Still getting those stones? Yeah. Everybody must get stones. There's so much meat spoilage. Can you not keep up with the meat? I hate to lose. Alright, so we can go to tier 2 when we're ready, but there is no rush. Making good income. It's spring, so let's do the next two projects. Let's enable construction on this. Which is going to involve some heavy lifting work. We know. Let's kill that road. I don't want to waste that. Little road to about right here. We're going to get a fence up. As well. I also want to go ahead and have some people do a little exploring because no doubt there's another raid camp out here somewhere. So it'd be good to know. Oh, hold on. What do we got?
Work to be done?
Well, we lost the fisherman.
Need anything?
Alright, that was dealt with. I lost one person. We're gonna need some guards up soon. A lot of projects to work on. Why I'm not in a early tremendous rush to get to tier 2. I want to make sure that we're safe and stable where we're at first. Ain't nothing crazy over here. The mountain at the edge of the map, yeah. So there's the edge of the map. Fine. Six. All right. That's a fair amount of project work now for my laborers. So much so that we're kind of in an intense down spot. We've got a ton of stone. Take that off the target for now. That needs to get cleared for the road anyways. That'll get us in good shape. But our wood supply is going to get pressed. So we're going to split out on planks a little bit for now. It's just a fair amount of micromanagement early on. Berries. Got willow. Let's shift them over this. Shelter. Shift them over. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Messed up my fence. There. Fixed. That to the resource list, add that to the resource list. Stat. Almost there. Fencing. I gotta put that corner. All right. Fence is cranking. Villagers are working that pretty good. Use another fisherman at some point, but I I don't know that we're going to be ready just quite yet. Until we get the field and all this work done. I'm going to overtax my laborers to the point where I can't get necessities in. But in other news, firewood's in good shape. Greens and willow. Slow down our baskets. Oh, we don't have any willow. That would be a problem. We used it all up. 2 baskets. Not able to pull in much willow, are we, right now? Oh well, we're not going to have a surplus of baskets, but we can at least have some. As we get more in. We've hit all the willow spots we have. Come here. Alright. Let's do a little more exploring. See what we can see. Hopefully not anybody attacked by a wolf. That would be nice. Alright, roads are almost done. Night soil. Best job in the city. Right there. Let's see, who's the... Sorry, dude. You got the short straw, that's for sure. Man got the short straw. All right, I'm going to speed things up just a minute. Let's do that. Maxed out. That'll help a little bit too. Wood is being chopped. That was inevitable. That's boar, so that's okay. Or we'll usually run for the most part. Oh, we've opened up a... Oh, goody. Oh, goody. A little more willow on the other side of there. Plenty of deer. And the first field is done. Let's get them cranking a little bit. Plenty of time to finish that fence. Good on planks, good on firewood. Got food. Reasonably healthy shape on laborers. All right, let's do it. Let's go to tier 2. Then we can start working clay and sand, working toward our school, which will take the longest. Because we'll need to do wagons and the school and all that fun stuff. Year 4. Cruising along. Look at us go. I think the fence is almost done. It is. That'll keep the deer out of our food. That was a sizable project, but worth it. Build, 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 build. Faster, faster, faster. Yay! Tier 2. Look at us go. We'll soon be told how we need a school, I'm sure. More people wish to build your join your settlement. But to do it, you get to do a complex process. Takes a lot of boards. And a lot of time. All right, so we're not going to build it yet. That's the way the school goes. We were going to need to, oh god, a blizzard. Not going to build it yet, but that's where the wagon shop will go. Alright, so we have shoes. Wings, clothes are still going to be a problem. Bring up the shoe supply a little bit. It's time for a blizzard. Yay. I can't see. Hopefully nobody gets stuck outside. That would be difficult and problematic. We'll take that to make our life with planks a little easier. I mean, we're in good shape on planks, enough to where we could do the wagon shop, but that would zero us out. I'd rather be ready to get the clay going as well. There's also a trading post. Which again, I'm not going to build it just yet. All right, we're going to have to build some more houses. We want to encourage expansion and the growth of our city. And that gives some winter projects. All right. We got a good foundation in place for what we're going to be working on over the next year or so. Gonna do the wagon shop. And then that sets us up well for year 5. Trying to overtax our field too much. We'll need a fair amount of more people before we can go nuts on that again. Okay. 30 boards. Let that get set up. Year 5 has arrived. They can work there to start. We'll start them over there.
Hello there.
Go get the bear. Finish it off. Yeah. That was very good. Some very good work there. I'm making myself laugh. That's all that matters. I will be self-important. All that matters is I'm laughing at my bad jokes. We don't have a huge amount of overflow there. We'll set that limit. Should be a good spot. Gonna be a little tight on laborers here very soon. But it's a necessary evil. As we work to ensure we don't get ourselves in trouble. All right. Feeling good about where we're at. Decent population. We're at a good sustainable point on food and supplies. As we get ourselves slowly set up for what we need in tier 2. And the first big step is that right there. Getting clay going. Temporarily put a third miner in. Sure there's not extra people. Nope, everybody's in good shape. We're gonna need a lot of boards. So focus our work on that. Our laborers can focus on trees. Trying to get them any work projects for the time being. Got plenty of housing. We're bringing in gold. I am going to want to consider some more security soon. for now, I think we're okay. Let's increase our quarry and mining speed. We'll bring in our clay a little quicker. All right. So a little reset. I am Penguin, Inquisitor Penguin. Thanks for joining. We're playing Farthest Frontier, one of my favorite city builder games at the moment. You can follow me here on Twitch. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Blue Sky. Just search Inquisitor Penguin and you'll find it. That same name, logo everywhere. We also we have a YouTube channel. We stream on YouTube as well. Just started that today, testing it out. Everything's going well so far, I think, so that's good. I will play also Arc Raiders and Destiny 2, so probably kind of switch around. But typically I stream Monday through Friday, kind of morning until early afternoon. Just depends on what my kid's up to at school, stuff for him. And I will do weekend streams from time to time as well. There's a salvage site, more stuff. Nice. Hours are a little weird during the holidays with family and people off, so not quite as consistent as I'd like to be around the holidays, but we're still going to make sure we hit some streams this week, and we'll kind of settle in after the new year into our regular schedule again. But I appreciate you joining, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching a video on demand. Thank you very much. Like I said, be sure to follow the channel. It really helps me out. I look to sort of build a community, establish and grow. Only been doing this for a few weeks. I'm new to streaming, been playing video games a long time. Love gaming and decided, well, might as well try this out. I watch a lot of streamers. Let's see what I can do with it. And just kind of have fun with it and enjoy the process. And so far I have. I've enjoyed it a lot. I'm just getting better at talking enough when I'm doing stuff, and also kind of finding my voice and working on my energy, things like that. Because you got to be yourself. You got to be interesting. You can't be over the top. You can be over the top if you're good and funny about it. I don't know. I try, but we'll kind of try to ramp up things as we go along. Not that you need to be going too crazy over Farthest Frontier. Game's kind of chill. Nice relaxing Sunday afternoon choice. All right. Clay's coming in. Planks are coming in. Got the gold to build the school. Awesome. Another salvage site done. Bricks, armor. More gold coming in. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, another one. Well, I don't mind at all taking all that goodies. I'm happy to get all them goodies. And add a villager to the workforce. A couple more villagers born. That gives us now 53 count. 31 fit to work. Got a lot of infants. 17 infants. Great when they grow up. All right, we're getting close on supplies there. Gonna need 40 boards, so not enough boards for the school. We're gonna need 2 more for a trading post up. Try to get our economy going. It's their work area. Their work area. Okay. People. Let's do more little. Sure, bit that one. This one. Trim it here. 2, 1. All right. Wife's making our kid's birthday cake. His birthday's tomorrow. Turns 8. And I will be on stream tomorrow in the morning for his birthday stream. He likes to stream Minecraft with me. So him and I will be here for a little bit, 30 minutes to an hour tomorrow for a little bit of Minecraft. Just dad and little penguin being silly. And running around in Minecraft and bonking each other with weapons. And last time we went into creative mode and we're just putting TNT everywhere and blowing up sorts of stuff. It was ridiculous, but fun. And ridiculous fun is always good. We like that. We like ridiculous fun. All right. Oh dear. A drought. Fortunately, we're not farming too much, so that won't be too detrimental to our situation. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll have plenty of time to get the last bit of planks done. School. Got some more knowledge too. Spent. Do fish. Well, no, we're gonna start farming. So let's. No, not stressing the fish population too much at the moment. I think enough to where I feel like I need to be concerned. A little stressed on laborers, which unfortunately is not a surprise. Once we can get a couple things established, we'll get some more people and we'll be in a little better shape. Oops. I'll be right back. Got to use the restroom. All right. Back again. Ready post will be ready soon. Just need to start making some money. All right, we can so begin construction on the school now. And all that stuff to bring back. Towards all sorts of goodies. It's why my labor force is a little stretched thin at the moment, I think. And we got a lot of kids. 18 infants. We got somebody who's educated. All these fun people. Okay, we can move some of that over. Increase these. So we've got enough of pelts. I knew that was going to be an issue. So now the fun part.
Aye.
Hoping we got somebody who's got some education.
Aye. You need anything?
Here we go. The trader. Well, good news, trader. You have been promoted to the school teacher. Well, that was quick. Not buying anything we have. I don't really have any much money to spend. I have a little bit if I need it. Tools are okay. So clay is not going to be crazy. We could sell, you know what? Let's sell 2 of the swords. And a little bit of trading stock established. Get us a little bit of a nest egg built up here. More for next season, I think, than this season. We'll pull them out. Pull them out. And we can back off a little on the planks. since we're going to start having more stuff. We did get our first bit of food. Nice, nice. Oh, here comes our big influx of people, thanks to the school. Awesome. All right. Hopefully, won't run into any food troubles. Much better. I know, I'm moving a house. Calm down. I'll be fine. Promise. Next steps are probably soap and pottery. Oh, again, we're not in a panic rush by any stretch of the imagination right now. Probably wouldn't hurt to get another hunter going. Can't keep up with all the people. And that's okay. We don't have to go crazy. It's cold outside. Everybody's running inside. Okay. Build another food storage spot. Alright, I got my hunters straightened out here. There we go. Can't cut wood fast enough. Just watching the work rate, that'll give you an idea, especially like the smoker, if you need to add or adjust. Shoes in there. Coats in there. Decent. Not insane, but decent tax base setup. Gonna build that just yet, but get it ready. He's buying shoes. And he's buying coats, so we'll take the gold we can get. Selling good deals on anything? Not really. Not really. Oh dear.
Work to be done?
Yeah, they're a laborer, so at least they can go and go home. The question is, who's in their house with them? Laborer, laborer, and a child. Okay. We do not have medicinal herbs on this map. Anywhere that I found so far. Which is an absolute bummer. We're gonna do a little more exploring, open up the map a little more for us, hopefully. I think they've almost collected all of that stuff. Okay. Well. Oh, good.
What is it?
All of our labor is getting sick. Need another... Put another well over here. Yeah, we definitely need a well over there. I think we definitely need a well over here as well. Just clean water is important. Oh dear. Selling anything on a particularly good deal, not buying anything. Fires put out, thankfully. But unfortunately, it's not a surprise that the other person in the house got cholera. Yay. Let's do soap first, since cleanliness appears to be a slight issue. Our first graduates. And looks like somebody died to cholera. Labor. Bummer. Bummer. That's more. That's okay. Keep an eye on it. I think wolves there.
On it.
Whoa, 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 turn around. Run away. All right. Move that flag for sure. All right, so we know now that we've got issues up here and guys down there. Which makes me think a potential smart move. Let's put that there. Soapy soapin'. It's still sick. Bummer. Yay, the kid recovered. A little bit of good news, right? A little bit of good news. Great shape on bows. Shape on that. Bring up. That, use up some of that willow. All right. So I think we've reached a pretty good stopping point. We're getting closer to what we'll probably have to deal with our first raid. Hence why we're working on this over here. First watchtower. So when we continue next time, that will be able to get finished. We've still got to start a potter. Got sand coming in now. Did that. That would get the bean bonus. That wouldn't hurt. All right, so we're going to let the sand mixture for sure, just to get that filled a little more balanced for those two crops. And we're going to have to start working on probably once a season. We're going to need some blacks. We got to start making clothes soon. Okay, so I'm going to pause there. I'm going to save there. I'm going to do original save. And I'm going to say thank you for joining us. Appreciate everybody who watched today. Watching the VOD. That's awesome too. Happy for anybody that takes a minute to come by and see us. Remember to follow the channel. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, and we are on YouTube as well. Until next time, Penguin out.